Centricom Channel 10, your 7 o'clock one-loss bracket, which will be Emery. The Emery Spartans will be the designated visiting team against Gunnison Bulldogs, which will be the designated home team. Pitching for the Lady Bulldogs will be number 44, Emily Brackett, who is a freshman for the Lady Bulldogs. Leading off the game for the Emery Spartans will be Cambry Hinkins, playing shortstop. Swinging a dead ball in the plate, at the plate for strike one on Hinkins. Emily Brackett gets the sign and she delivers the next pitch. And it's a one hopper to the shortstop Bartholomew, who throws across. And she is out at first base. Ground out 6-3. 1 out for the Lady Bulldogs. Next up for the Emery Spartans is number 15, Taylor Payne. Taylor is playing second base for the Spartans. One out, starting off the 7 o'clock game, first inning. Brackett delivers. Payne foul ball down the third base line for strike one. Brackett sets. And it's a single, and it squirts under the left fielder all the way to the fence. Payne is to second base with a stand-up double. It was a single. Stewart goes for the catch, and it squirts under a mitt. So a single with a one-base error puts Payne at second base with 1 out. Brings up your third batter, number 12, Ashton Bell, who is the pitcher for the Lady Spartans.
Now batting number 12, Ashton Bell.
Bell pops it up. It's a high foul ball in foul territory, and Ashley Roberts makes the play at first base for the second out in the inning. Bell was up swinging at the first pitch, which brings up the cleanup hitter, number 27, J.C. Huntington. She plays left field for the Lady Spartans.
Now batting number 27, J.C. Huntington.
Huntington gets set. Brackett, and it's a liner down the right field line. And here comes the throw. There's going to be a play at the plate. It's wide. The runner scores, and it's a single by Huntington, and the run scores. She goes into second on the throw. So now the Emery Spartans have 1 run in the top of the first inning. Runner on second with 2 outs. Brings up number 4, Amber Peterson. Amber is playing center field for the Emery Spartans.
Now batting for the Lady Spartans, number 4, Amber Peterson.
It's a swing, and it's a single up by Peterson, scoring Huntington for the second run of the inning. Amber hit the ball, a line drive center field. She's on first base. The Spartans have scored 2 runs with 2 outs. And number 16, Jerica Huntington, to bat. She's playing right field for the Spartans. A swing and a grounder to shortstop, comes up throwing, and out at first base. Huntington grabs out 6-3. But the damage is done on 2 hits, 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 runner left on base. Top of the first inning, 2-0. The batting order for the Bulldogs will be batting 9, Kennedy Overly, second baseman. Batting second will be number 3, Lindsay Bartholomew. Batting third, Emily Brackett. In the cleanup spot, number 16, Riley MacArthur. Batting fifth is number 13, Jerusha Minor. Batting sixth is number 2, Cameron Christiansen. Riley Stewart. Batting eighth is number 22, Ashley Roberts. And batting ninth is number 19, Sage Stewart. Pitching for the Spartans is number 12, Ashton Bell.
Showing the players and coaches to raise the bar. Together we can take sportsmanship to a higher level by demonstrating respect for the game and all the participants.
Leading off the bottom of the first inning, it's going to be number 9, Kennedy Overly. Kennedy is playing second base for the Lady Bulldogs. Again, it's Ashton Bell pitching for the Emery Spartans.
Starting out for the Lady Bulldogs, number 9, Kennedy Overly.
Pitcher gets set, and inside and low for ball 1 to Overly. It's low and inside for ball 2. Takes the count to 2 balls, no strikes on Overly. Grounder to second base for Overly, bobbles, and she is out at first base on the ground out, 4-3, which brings up number 3, Lindsay Bartholomew. Lindsay is playing shortstop for the Lady Bulldogs.
Next up, number 3, Lindsay Bartholomew.
Great play by Taylor Payne at second base. The ball kind of squirted out of her mitt, picked it up quickly and made a snap throw to get the runner. Bartholomew takes strike 1. Bell sets, and it's low and inside for ball 1. Evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Bottom of the first inning. Bell gets set to deliver. Swing and a miss by Lindsay, which takes the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Just outside for ball 2, evens the count on Lindsay Bartholomew. Swinging a drive down the right field line. It's a fair ball. Bartholomew rounds first. Ball comes in quickly. Lindsay has a single to right field, which brings up the third batter, number 44, Emily Brackett. Emily is a freshman pitching for the Lady Bulldogs.
Now batting, number 44, Emily Brackett.
Bunt for Brackett. They barehand it. And the third baseman, Sitterud, throws out Brackett at first base, moving the runner up to second with 2 outs. It's number 16, Riley MacArthur, up to bat.
Now batting for the Gunnison Bulldogs, number 16, Riley MacArthur.
Ball out. Oh, excuse me. Hits the outside corner for strike 2. So Riley MacArthur quickly in a hole. No balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Ball low in the dirt for ball 1. Bell gets set. Outside, gets away from the catcher. Bartholomew moves up to third base. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes for Riley MacArthur. Runner on third. Bell gets set to deliver. And it's a single up the middle, hard. It's all the way to the fence for Riley MacArthur. She turns and she is into second with a stand-up double, bringing in Lindsay Bartholomew for the first run of the game for the Lady Bulldogs. Clutch two-out hit by Riley MacArthur that rolled all the way to the fence, bringing up number 13, Jerusha Minor, with 2 outs in the bottom of the first inning.
Now batting for the Lady Bulldogs, number 13, Jerusha Minor.
Minor gets set, pitches low in the dirt for ball 1 from Bell. Bell sets to deliver. High for ball 2. So Bell is behind in the count, 2 balls, no strikes to Jerusha Minor. Jerusha is a sophomore for the Lady Bulldogs. Pitches low in the dirt for ball 3, so Bell is really in a hole. 3 balls, no strikes, 2 outs, runner on second. Called strike 1 on the inside corner with 3-1 count to Jerusha Minor. In the other winter brackets games, Manti has defeated Enterprise and South Summit has defeated South Sevier. Minor with a grounder to second base comes up, throws to first for the 3rd out of the inning. So the Bulldogs have 1 run on 2 hits, leaving 1 runner on base. And after 1 complete, it's Emery Spartans 2, Gunnison Bulldogs 1.
Starting for the Lady Spartans, up to bat, number 14, Carly Robinson.
Welcome back to the top of the second inning. Leading off the top of the second inning for the Emery Spartans is number 14, Carly Robinson. She is a designated player, and she swings and misses for strike 1. Emily Brackett is pitching for the Lady Bulldogs. Carly is the designated player for the Spartans. A swing with a towering flying ball, which is just in foul territory, and Ashley Roberts comes forward and makes the play for the first out of the inning. Next up for the Emery Spartans is number 3, Jessica Mason. She plays first base for the Spartans.
Now batting number 3, Jessica Mason.
One out in the top of the second inning. Brackett brings it high. Pop fly went out of play over the fence for strike 1. Catching for the Lady Bulldogs is number 16, Riley MacArthur. MacArthur and Brackett have pitched and caught many games for the Bulldogs. A swing and a drive to center field for a single for Mason. Bringing up number 22, Skylar Sitterud. Sitterud drives a hard foul off the left field line for strike one. Skylar is playing third base for the Spartans. Brackett delivers. Change up just high for ball one. So we have 1 ball and 1 strike to Skylar. Runner on first with 1 out. Top of the second inning for the Emery Spartans. A swing and a miss by Skylar for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. As Brackett threw it by her that pitch. Brackett takes the sign from the dugout. She sets. And outside, the ball gets away. Runner advances, and she's safe at second. So we have a runner at second, 1 out. Count 2 balls and 2 strikes for Skylar. Skylar steps out. That's for time for just a second. As the pitch call was signaled into Brackett. Brackett rocks back and delivers. Inside for ball 3. We have a full count on Skylar. Emily does have an open base, but with 1 out, she'll go after the batter. Swinging a dead ball at the plate. Still have a full count on Skylar as she bangs it off her own leg, which is a sore shot to your own leg. The Bulldogs are very deep in center field. Both the left and right fielders are playing closer to the lines. The infield is playing straight up even. Brackett delivers. Strike 3 on the outside corner. That is Brackett's first strikeout of the game. 2 outs in the top of the second inning, which takes us back to the top of the order. Number 25, Cambry Hinkins.
Now batting number 25, Cambry Hinkins.
Swinging a foul ball just off the catcher's glove as Brackett delivers strike 1 to Hinkins. Hinkins is playing shortstop for the Lady Spartans. A swing and a hard shot that is over the left fielder all the way to the fence. 1-1 will score as Hinkins comes in with a stand-up double. It was a shot, 1 hopper all the way to the fence for Hinkins. She hit it well. Scoring easily was Mason from second base. So we still have a runner at second with 2 outs. Another run in, making it 3-2-1 for Emery.
Now batting number 15, Taylor Payne.
Next up for the Emery Spartans is number 15, Taylor Payne, playing second base. Brackett gets a sign in. She rocks back. And it's a pop fly foul over the back fence here for strike 1. Just joining us, we're in the top of the second inning. Emery is up 3-1 over the Gunnison Bulldogs. We have 1 strike on the batter with 2 outs. Ball 1 high from Brackett. Evens the count 1-1 for Payne. Payne gets in the box. Brackett delivers. And it's a grounder to third base. Ball gets away from her. Tries to make the flip to third. Runner safe at first and third on the air by Christiansen at third. We have 2 on with 2 out. Bring in Ashton Bell to the plate, pitcher for the Emery Spartans.
Now batting number 12, pitcher Ashton Bell.
Swinging a foul ball down the third base line for Bell, bringing strike one. Brackett ahead in the count. Runners on first and third for the Spartans, with 2 out in the top of the second inning. Brackett gets the sign. She rocks back, delivers. Fly ball to left field. It's going to drop in there. Another run scores as Riley Stewart gets it into third base. Spartans have scored another run, making it 4-2-1. Runners on first and second with 2 outs. Bringing up number 27, J.C. Huntington. Huntington is playing left field for the Spartans. The Bulldog infield takes time out.
Next up for the Lady Spartans, number 27, J.C. Huntington.
The Spartans have had 2 clutch hits there, 2 singles that have driven in both runs with 2 outs in the top of the second inning. The Bulldogs break from the timeout. Brackett gets set, and she takes the sign to deliver the pitch. 2 runs in, 2 on, first and second with 2 outs for Huntington. Huntington takes ball 1 high. Huntington digs in. Brackett delivers, swing and a miss, or swinging a foul ball back to the fence. The backstop with a 1-1 count. 2 outs in the inning. Runners on first and second with 2 outs. Swinging a drive down the left field line. It is foul for strike 2. So Huntington has 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 outs in the top of the second inning. Brackett takes the sign. As she steps on the mound, and she rocks back and delivers. Just high with the changeup. Evens the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the top of the second inning. Brackett gets ready and delivers. Just low for ball 3. So we have a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs to Huntington. Runners on first and second for the Spartans. Brackett delivers. And it's a pop-up to second base. Kennedy Overly is under and makes the play for the 3rd out of the inning. But the Spartans have 2 runs on 3 hits, stranding 2 runners after the top of the second inning. It is 4-1 for the Emery Spartans. Leading off the bottom of the second inning for the Lady Bulldogs is number 2, Emery Christiansen. She's playing third base for the Lady Bulldogs, hitting in the 6th spot.
Now batting for the Lady Bulldogs, Emery Christiansen.
Emery takes inside for, oh, excuse me, it was a called strike. A little inside. The catcher didn't even catch it, so that's what made me think it was a ball. But it is strike 1 for Bell. Bell takes the sign and works quickly. And it's a hard grounder up to the second baseman. She comes up cleanly and throws out Christiansen at first base for the first out of the inning. Taylor Payne to first base.
Next up, number 10, Riley Stewart.
Batting in the 7th, number 10, Riley Stewart. She's batting from the left side of the batter's box. Swing and a miss for Riley. Riley plays left field for the Bulldogs. Bell delivers, and it's a bunt right back to the pitcher. She's cleanly. And I did not see her. I guess she is out at first. I did not see the umpire make the call. So she is out at first base for the second out of the inning.
First baseman number 22, Ashley Roberts.
Bringing up number 22, sophomore Ashley Roberts. 2 outs in the bottom of the second inning. Low for ball 1. Bounced early, bounced off the catcher and back to the fence. Bulldogs are trailing 4-1 in the bottom of the second inning with 2 outs. Swinging a line drive to first baseman. She grabs it for the third out of the inning. The Bulldogs have no runs on no hits, stranding no runners after 2 complete. The score is Emery Spartans 4, the Gunnison Bulldogs 1. Starting off the top of the third inning is going to be number 4, Amber Peterson. Amber had a single her last time up for the Lady Spartans. Emily Brackett, she has pitched the first 2 innings as well as the prior 2 games today. She has 1 strikeout thus far. Brackett gets set. Delivers a change. Swinging a pop-up back for strike 2. Brackett gets set. A swing and a grounder to Bartholomew short. She comes up cleanly and throws to Roberts, who has a nice stretch for the first out of the inning. Bringing up number 16, Jerica Huntington. Jerica plays right field for the Lady Spartans.
Now batting for the Lady Spartans, number 16, Jerica Huntington.
1 out in the top of the 3rd inning. Brackett has pitched the distance like we just mentioned. Huntington digs in. High and inside for ball 1. Brackett has no walks in this game. Had good control. The Spartans have made timely hits to take the lead. Brackett hits the outside corner for strike 1, even in the count. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Brackett with another changeup for a strike. Getting ahead in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Huntington. A swing and a miss for strike 3 for Brackett. It'll be her 2nd strikeout of the game. With 2 outs in the inning, it'll be Carly Robinson, the designated player, up next for the Emery Spartans.
Up next for Emery, number 14, Carly Robinson.
Low as it squirts under the catcher's mitt for ball 1. Carly digs in batter's box as Brackett delivers the pitch. It's a grounder to the second baseman. Kennedy Overly comes up cleanly to Roberts for the 3rd out of the inning. The Spartans score no runs on no hits. They strand no runners at the top of the 3rd inning.
Coming to bat for Enterprise in the top of the 1st inning. Coming to bat for Carolina in the top of the 1st inning. The first batter plays center field, number 10, A. Simpson.
Leading off the bottom of the 3rd inning for the Lady Bulldogs is the 9 batter, number 19, Sage Stewart. Sage is playing right field for the Lady Bulldogs. Bell is still in the circle, pitching for the Emery Spartans. Stewart with the foul down the first base line. Sage is the sister to Riley, so we have left and right field sisters on the Gunnison Bulldogs. She's batting right-handed. A swing and a miss for strike 2 as Bell blows that one by her. 0-2 count for Stewart. Bell sets. Outside and low for ball 1. So we have a 1-2 count to Stewart in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Bell delivers. A swing and a miss for her first strikeout of the game. Taking us back to the top of the order, number 9, Kennedy Overly, second base for the Gunnison Bulldogs.
Now back to the top of the lineup, number 9, Kennedy Overly.
Bell gets set, and as she rocks bat and delivers, it's inside for ball 1 to Overly. Overly is a junior for the Lady Bulldogs. Bell sets. Delivers outside and high for ball 2. So Overly ahead in the count. as she is the second batter up in the third inning. Bell delivers, and it's a swing and a miss by Overly for the first strike. So it is a 2-ball, 1-strike count on Kennedy Overly. Outside and high brings the count to 3 balls and 1 strike to Kennedy Overly. And it's a hard shot for Overly to the right field. It's a one-hopper off the fence as Overly rounds first and comes into second for a stand-up double. It was a shot to right field. The right fielder was quick to get the ball in, Jerica Huntington, holding Overly to a double. So with 1 out in the bottom of the third inning, we have number 3, Lindsay Bartholomew, up to bat. Lindsay's playing shortstop for the Lady Bulldogs. Bell sets and hits the inside corner for strike 1. Bell sets to deliver. Ball high for ball 1. So count even to Bartholomew. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, bottom of the third inning. Ashton Bell has gone the distance thus far. Pitches low for ball 2 to Bartholomew. Ashton Bell gets set to pitch as she delivers. Bartholomew with a hard shot down the right field line. It is a fair ball. Overly scores from second base, and we have back-to-back stand-up doubles. Lindsay Bartholomew with the shot right down the right field line for a stand-up double for the Lady Bulldogs, bringing in their second run of the game, bringing the score 4-2 in the bottom of the third with 1 out. Brings up number 44, Emily Brackett, freshman pitcher.
Now batting number 44.
Swing and a miss by Brackett. Puts her behind in the count. No balls and 1 strike. Ashton Bell really delivered a fastball inside half of the plate. Pop up to first base, and she makes the play on Brackett for the second out of the inning. Bringing up the cleanup hitter, number 16, Riley MacArthur. Riley is catching for the Lady Bulldogs. 1 on, 2 outs, bottom of the third inning. Ashton Bell gets set to deliver. And it's a foul ball back to the screen for strike 1. On deck for the Lady Bulldogs, this is number 13, Jerusalem Minor.
Now batting from shortstop number 4, Lacey Drake.
Bell delivers, and it's a called strike. Which gets ahead, no balls and 2 strikes on MacArthur. 2 outs.
Now batting from short number 15, Danny Cook.
Ground ball to first place, unassisted, as Jessica Mason makes the play for the third out of the inning. Bulldogs pick up 1 run on 2 hits, leaving 1 runner. After 3 complete, it is the Emery Spartans 4 and the Gunnison Bulldogs 2.
Without present message and natural for post-exercise recovery. It has what it takes to help you replenish, rehydrate, and rebuild after strenuous exercise, and it tastes great too. Coaches, please turn in your senior all-star nominations to Kathy Howard of Roland Hall. Congratulations to the teams that participate in the Swing for Life tournament. The tournament raised $14,000. 100% of this goes to the Huntsman Cancer Institute for Breast Cancer Research. Starting for the Lady Spartans, up to bat number 3, Jessica Mason.
Leading out the top of the 4th inning for the Emery Spartans is number 3, Jessica Mason. Jessica is playing first base for the Spartans. The game has moved by quite rapidly as we are in the 4th inning already with the Spartans leading 4-2. Fly ball to right field. Sage Stewart settles under that, and it is 1 out for the Lady Bulldogs. Next up for the Emery Spartans will be number 22, Skylar Sitterud. She is playing third base for the Spartans.
Now up, number 22, Skylar Siderud.
Foul ball for Skylar for strike 1. Brackett gets set and delivers a changeup swing through strike 2. As Skylar is down in the count, no balls and 2 strikes with 1 out in the top of the 4th inning. Again, the Bulldogs are playing really close to the lines in the outfield. It's a swing and a foul ball down the left field line, hard by Skylar. Still is with an 0-2 count. As we are delayed just a little bit, we are out of softballs on the field because of the number of foul balls. So Skylar has an 0-2 count in the top of the 4th inning. A swing and the miss for strike 3, which will be the 3rd strikeout for Emily Brackett. 2 outs in the top of the 4th inning. Taking us back to the top of the order, number 25, Cambry Hinkins.
Back to the top of the lineup for the Lady Spartans, number 25, Cambry Hinkins.
Brackett delivers. It's a high, towering fly ball to center field as Miner runs in, settles under it, and makes the catch for the 3rd out in the inning. So after the top of the 4th, it is no runs on no hits, leaving no runners for the Emily Spartans. They lead 4-2, bottom of the 4th, with the Bulldogs coming to bat.
Let's swap tires. They don't time have a way of changing things. But the one thing you time have to change is the way they build out service. They don't come any tires. Let's swap. Keep Let's Swap in mind. Stay current on UHSAA news and events by following on Facebook at facebook.com/UHSAA.
Leading off the bottom of the 4th inning for the Lady Bulldogs is number 13, Jerusalem Miner.
Now up number 13, Jerusalem Miner.
Bell delivers the first pitch. It is high for ball 1. Bell has had really good control for the Spartans. She has given up no walks thus far in the game. High and outside for ball 2 as Miner gets ahead in the count. 2 balls and no strikes. Miner plays center field for the Lady Bulldogs. Bell delivers ball 3. So she is behind. This is the first time she has been 3-0 in a count. As Miner digs back into the box. Bell delivers a kind of a half swing from Miner for strike one, so count is 3 balls and 1 strike. Miner was kind of in between that with a 3-0 count. They are taking, so I'm not sure if she had the green light to swing. Low in the dirt for ball 4, so I gave the jinx to Bell as she gives up a walk to Miner to lead off the bottom of the 4th inning, which brings us to the number 6 batter, number 2, Emery Christiansen.
Now up, number 2, Emery Christiansen.
Emery is playing third base for the Lady Bulldogs. A swing, a little pop fly, which will get in safely to right field. There was some contact, which would have been interference if she would have been out going to second base. Miner was tagging back up, but as the ball dropped just behind or just on the grass in right field, she made it to second safely. So Christiansen is on first with a single. The Bulldogs have first and second with no outs as number 10, Riley Stewart, comes to bat. Riley squares, and it's a called strike. I'm not sure if she was called swinging or looked a little outside, but it'll be strike 1. No balls and 1 strike to Stewart. Bell sets. And she bunts, makes a good bunt, throws to first, and she is safe. She beats the bunt out for a bunt single, which loads the bases for the Lady Bulldogs. Bringing up number 22, Ashley Roberts to the plate. Bases loaded, no outs. Ashley has came in mid-season due to an injury. She switched positions, or she came in at first. First baseman went to catch. She has shown some power through the second half of the season for the Lady Bulldogs. Roberts takes low for ball 1. Bell doesn't have anywhere to put her. She has got bases loaded with no outs. Behind the count, 1-0. Inside, the ball squirts away, and Miner, that's very aggressive, she scores. The ball gets away from catcher, who tries to flip it. No one covering. A second run scores, and Roberts is still standing up to bat. So the Bulldogs score 2 runs on a pass ball. Roberts has a 2-0 or a 3-0 count. And the Emery Spartans call timeout as their coach comes out to calm their players down. Roberts is ahead in the count. A swing and a miss for strike 1. I do believe it's 2 balls and 1 strike for Roberts. Apologize, I thought it was 3 balls. So it's 2 balls, 1 strike. Bell is trying to battle back here out of this jam. A swing and a pop-up, which goes foul back over the backstop. It is 2 balls, 2 strikes. Roberts digs in as Bell goes to deliver. It's a 2-2 count with no outs, runner on third. Oh, and she gets rung up on an inside pitch for the second strikeout of the game for Ashton Bell. We have 1 out. Bringing up number 19, Sage Stewart.
Now batting number 19, Sage Stewart.
Ashton Bell gets set to deliver to Sage. Sage swings, grounder to second base, comes up cleanly, throws her out at first base, but she knocks her sister in. Riley Stewart comes in to score from third base. So the Bulldogs have scored a third run in the inning to take the lead. Taking us back to the top of the order, number 9, Kennedy Overly.
Now batting top of the order for the Lady Bulldogs, number 9, Kennedy Overly.
Kennedy takes ball 1 high. She's playing second base for the Lady Bulldogs. Ashton Bell delivers low in the dirt for ball 2. And Ashton just a little bit of control, a little bit of maybe a little fatigue this inning for the Lady Spartans. Emery Spartans are playing defensively pretty straight up. Outfielders are pretty straight up. Center fielders right in the center of the field. As Overly has worked the count to 3 balls and no strikes, Bell has got behind another batter. Bell rocks back to deliver the 3-0 pitch. And is it called strike 1? She hit the top of the zone. So we have a 3 balls, 1 strike on Overly. 2 outs in the 4th inning, excuse me. Swing and foul back to the screen, which will take the count to full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the 4th inning, the Bulldogs have taken the lead 5-4. Overly takes time as she adjusts her wristband, and she digs back in as Bell rocks back and delivers. It's a swing right up the middle. It's a single right up the middle to center field for Overly as she delivers the 2-out hit, keeping the inning alive, which brings up number 3, senior Lindsay Bartholomew.
Next up, the Lady Bulldogs, number 3, Lindsay Bartholomew.
Lindsay is one of 2 seniors on this Lady Bulldog team. As she digs in, Bell gets the sign and rocks back. And it's a called strike 1. Bartholomew behind in the count early. 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th inning. Swing and a miss as Bell throws the high heat for an 0-2 count on Bartholomew. Foul ball as she fights off that 3rd strike. Still behind, no balls and 2 strikes is Lindsay Bartholomew. Another swing and a foul ball back to the fence for Bartholomew. She battles Ashton Bell on this at-bat, who is ahead, no balls and 2 strikes. On deck for the Lady Bulldogs is the freshman, number 44, Emily Brackett. Bell delivers, and it's a hard shot to right center field. It's going deep, 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 and it's barely off the gloves. Center fielder makes a good play, but just barely misses it as Bartholomew comes in with a stand-up double, scoring Overly from second base. For the 4th run of the inning, the Bulldogs now lead 6-4 with 2 outs in the 4th inning.
Now batting pitcher number 44, Emily Brackett.
Emily Brackett, number 44, now up to bat for the Lady Bulldogs. Runner on second base with 2 outs. The Bulldogs have scored 4 in the inning. High for ball 1. Brackett ahead in the count. Swing and a grounder to shortstop. She comes up clean, throws it to first, and out. Nice play by Cambry Hinkins. 6-3 on the putout for the third out in the fourth inning. So after 4 complete innings, it is the Lady Bulldogs of Gunnison Valley 6 and the Ladies of Emery Spartans 4. Leading off the top of the 5th inning for the Lady Spartans is going to be the number 2 batter, number 15, Taylor Payne. Taylor singled last time up. She is playing second base for the Lady Spartans. Emily Brackett is still in the circle pitching for the Lady Bulldogs. She has pitched the first 4 innings as well as the previous 2 games today for the Lady Bulldogs. She has 3 strikeouts in the game. Catching for her is number 16, Riley MacArthur.
Starting out at the bat, number 15, Taylor Payne.
Payne digs in as Brackett takes a sign and rocks and fires. And it's a foul ball straight back at over the screen for strike 1. Brackett gets ahead early in the count. Brackett takes the sign from the dugout as she steps on the rubber. Payne swings, and it's a hot shot, knocked down by Chrissy Jansen and throws to first, well, wide of first base. Chrissy Jansen made a good play. She almost caught the ball on the line, a little bit rushed and threw wide. Roberts tracks it down. Payne is safe at first on the air.
Next up the bat, pitcher number 12, Ashton Bell.
Number 12, Ashton Bell steps in, pitcher for the Emery Spartans. She digs in, no outs, 1 runner on. And it's a towering fly ball. Looks like this shortstop, Lindsay Bartholomew, settles underneath that for the first out of the inning. Payne has to hold at first base. So we have 1 on, 1 out, top of the 5th inning. Next up will be number 27, J.C. Huntington.
Next up for the Emery Spartans, number 27, J.C. Huntington.
J.C. is playing left field for the Spartans. Brackett takes a sign, and she rocks and fires. It's a hard shot, single for Huntington, right up the middle. Miner fields it and get it in. Spartans have business in the top of the 5th. They have first and second with 1 out. Next up for the Spartans is number 4, Amber Peterson.
Next up for the Lady Spartans, number 4, Amber Peterson.
Amber is playing center field for the Spartans. 2 on, 1 out. Top of the 5th inning. Amber has a couple singles herself in this game. Swinging a foul ball back to the fence for strike 1. Brackett delivers, and it's a swing and a miss for Peterson. Being behind in the count, no balls and 2 strikes. We're in the top of the 5th inning. A swing and a pop-up to the third baseman. It's in foul territory. She makes the play for the second out of the inning. Would have been an infield fly if it would have been fair. So with 2 outs, it's number 16, Jerica Huntington. Jerica's playing right field for the Emery Spartans. 2 out, 2 on, top of the 5th inning.
Next up for Emery Spartans, number 16, Jerica Huntington.
Swinging a hard pop. It is over the left fielder's head. One run will score as Huntington is in safe at second for a stand-up double. One run in, bringing the score 6-5 for the Bulldogs. 2 outs. Number 14, Carly Robinson, the designated player, up to bat. The Lady Bulldog infield takes time out to talk it over with 2 outs in the top of the 5th. Spartans have done a good job. They have made some nice contact. That ball just got over the head of Riley Stewart in left field. So with 2 on, 2 out, top of the 5th inning, a swing and a Brackett fills her position well. It's a swinging bunt. She has to go to her right and throw her out at first base for the 3rd out. Spartans have 1 run on 2 hits, stranding 2 runners. After the top of the 5th inning, it is Bulldogs 6, the Spartans 5.
From right field, number 15, Danny Pitt.
Leading off the bottom of the 5th inning for the Lady Bulldogs will be number 16, Riley MacArthur. Riley is the catcher for the Bulldogs.
Now batting for the Lady Bulldogs, number 16, Riley MacArthur.
As Ashton Bell gets set to deliver. Bell sends it down the middle for strike 1. A swing and the miss for strike 2. Bell has really hit thrown 2 nice pitches to start off the bottom of the 5th inning. MacArthur sets in. It's a line drive to number 3, the first baseman, Jessica Mason, who makes the out for the first out of the inning, bringing up number 13, Jerusha Miner.
Now batting number 13, Jerusha Miner.
Jerusha has played center field for the Lady Bulldogs. Way inside for ball 1. As Miner does a good job to get out of the way or get out of the way of that pitch. Bell settles back in and delivers. Right down the middle for strike 1. Evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Miner digs back in. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Puts her down in the count. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Bell getting ahead better in this inning. High and inside for ball 2, evens the count to Jerusha Miner. Bell gets set to deliver. Swinging a foul ball off the backstop. Still, we have a 2-ball, 2-strike count on Miner. The Emery Spartans, they're out. Their left and right fielders have widened out, playing closer to both lines. Center fielder is straight away. Low in the dirt for ball 3. We have a full count to Jerusha Miner. Full count as Minor steps back in, and Bell delivers. Foul ball, just barely got a piece of that high fastball back to the screen. We still have a full count with 1 out. Minor back to the pitcher, and Bell fields it cleanly and throws to first for the 2nd out of the inning. Bringing up number 2, Emery Christiansen, hitting in the 6th spot for the Gunnison Bulldogs.
Now batting for Gunnison, number 2, Emery Christiansen.
Hard shot down the line for Christiansen. It is fair. She takes a hard round and stays at first base.
Our first batter plays right field, number 4, B. Miller.
Looks like they called it foul ball. So it is strike 1 for Christiansen. As we're changing balls, pitcher wanted a different ball out there. Spooked the ref just a little bit. Christiansen steps back in with 1 strike on her. 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th inning. High and outside for ball 1. Evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Emery digs back in. Pitches low and inside for ball 2. As Christiansen gets ahead in the count. Ashton Bell, she rocks and delivers. It's a pop-up down the right side, in over the fence for foul ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs for Emery Christiansen. Low inside, which will take the count to full. 3 balls, 2 strikes for Emery. As we are in the bottom of the 5th inning, with the Bulldogs leading 6-5 over the Emery Spartans. A swing and a pop-up. The pitcher fields it for the 3rd out of the inning. The Bulldogs have no runs on no hits, leaving no runners. After 5 complete, it is the Gunnison Bulldogs 6 and the Emery Spartans 5.
First up for the Emery Spartans, number 3, Jessica Mason.
Leading out the top of the 6th inning, it's the number 8 batter, number 3, Jessica Mason. Jessica's playing first base for the Spartans. Grounder to Christiansen at 3rd, throws across to Ashley Roberts at 1st for the 1st out of the inning. Which brings us up to the number 9 batter, number 22, Skylar Sitterud, playing 3rd base for the Spartans. Looks like we have a pinch hitter for the Spartans. It's going to be number 10. Kelsey Reeve up to bat for the Spartans. Foul ball, strike one down the third base line. Apologize for that delay. Had to look up Kelsey's name.
Kelsey Reeve.
Brackett delivers, and that's a swinging strike for strike two for Brackett. Brackett brought the high heat that time and blew it by her. She is ahead in the count. No balls and 2 strikes to Reeve. Low in the dirt for ball one. Brackett has 3 strikeouts for the Lady Bulldogs this game. As she looks the dugout for the sign and steps on the mound. Reeve digs in. Check swing high, and she is called out for the 3rd strike swing, which puts her 4th strikeout of the game for Emily Brackett. Takes us back to the top of the order. Number 25, Cambry Hinkins, shortstop for the Emery Spartans. 2 outs, top of the 6th.
Top of the lineup for the Emery Spartans, number 25, Emery Hinkins.
Hard shot, Bartholomew tries to come up with the play. She's rounding hard, and she's into second for a double. Hard shot grounder to Bartholomew. It bounced off her mid towards the third base line, and Hinkins with hustle is in at second base.
Next up for the Lady Spartans, number 15, Taylor Payne.
And it's a hard shot to left center, and this ball is out of here. Taylor Payne with a 2-run home run to put the Emery Spartans ahead 7-6 with a hard shot to left center field.
Great job, Taylor.
Payne with the absolute shot to left center field, taking the lead 7-6 in the top of the 6th inning with 2 outs, bringing the pitcher, number 12, Ashton Bell, to the plate.
Next up, number 12, pitcher Ashton Bell.
Bulldogs take a timeout on the infield to talk it over to gather themselves with 2 outs in the inning. Ashton Bell has pitched a complete game for the Emery Spartans. She has 2 strikeouts herself as she steps in the batter's box. Brackett takes the sign from the dugout as she steps on the mound. And Bell readies herself. And it's a hard shot to dead center field. And that is over the fence. Back-to-back home runs with Ashton Bell. A shot to dead center for the 3rd run of the inning, taking a 8-6 lead over the Gunnison Bulldogs.
Congratulations, Ashton Bell, on your home run. Make sure you come up to the scorer's box after and get your free hot dog.
And the Spartans have just erupted with 2 outs. Bulldogs had 2 outs, and they have put a double and back-to-back home runs to punch in 3 runs to take a 2-run lead in the top of the 6th inning with 2 outs.
Next up for the Lady Spartans, number 27, J.C. Huntington.
Bringing up for the Lady Spartans will be number 27, J.C. Huntington. Huntington is playing left field for the Spartans. 2 outs in the inning. Low and inside for ball 1. As Brackett tries to move the pitch around because she has delivered a couple of balls that the Spartans have just tattooed this inning. Taking the lead. Swinging a foul ball back to the fence, evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike to Huntington.
With 2 outs, and in the bat will be number 9, Shay Gardner. She plays first base.
Brackett readies herself as Huntington's in. And just wide for ball 2. So we have a 2 ball, 1 strike count to Huntington. She's ahead in the count with 2 outs. Swinging a hard shot down the left field line, foul, which evens the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Huntington. Bottom of the 6th inning. Top of the 6th inning. The Spartans have punched in 3 runs. A swing, and it's a high pop fly to left field. Riley Stewart settles in under it and makes the play for the 3rd out. But the damage is done as the Spartans scored 3 runs on 3 hits, stranding no runners and taking the lead 8-6 after 6 complete innings. After the top of the 6th inning. Bulldogs coming to bat.
Number 2, Haley Christensen, second base.
Leading off the bottom of the 6th inning for the Lady Bulldogs will be number 10, Riley Stewart.
Now batting for the Lady Bulldogs, number 10, Riley Stewart.
Swing and a miss for strike 1 as Bell delivers the high heat. Bell has gone the distance. She has 2 strikeouts for the Spartans through 5 innings. Strike on the outside corner for strike 2. Stewart's in a hole early as Bell works ahead. High all the way over the catcher for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Riley Stewart. Bell delivers. Stewart with a foul ball wide of the 3rd base, leaving the count 1 ball and 2 strikes as she fouls that one off. Outside wide for ball 2, evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Stewart, who's leading off the bottom of the 6th inning for the Lady Bulldogs. High for ball 3. Bell has worked ahead, especially the last 2 innings. She has been ahead. That is ball 4 to Stewart as she draws the walk, the leadoff walk, bringing up number 22, Ashley Roberts.
Now batting for Gunnison, number 22, Ashley Roberts.
Okay, we bring Stewart back. It's the 3-2 count and a foul down the third base line. So we're back even with the count, or a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, as Stewart does not draw the walk, as we got the count corrected on the field. Stewart stands in as Bell delivers. And it's a single up the middle for Stewart, just over the outreached hand of the pitcher. Now number 22, Ashley Roberts, steps in with Stewart at first base.
Again, number 22, Ashley Roberts.
Roberts squares the bunt, and it goes foul, as she was trying to move up Stewart to second base. So she has 1 strike. No balls, 1 strike on number 22, Ashley Roberts. Bell rocks back to deliver. And she pulls the bunt back, but it's a called strike 2. But Riley Stewart steals second base, so we have a runner. Bulldogs have a runner at second base, no outs. It's an 0-2 count, as Bell has worked ahead of the batter. Ball outside for ball 1, as Bell tries to work the outside half of the plate. Still ahead in the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes to Roberts. Ball wide again, off the catcher's mitt, and Stewart moves up to third base. So Roberts evens the count to 2 balls and 2 strikes, no outs, with a runner on third. Swing and a miss by Roberts, with the 3rd strike of the game for Ashton Bell. Bringing up the number 9 batter, number 19, Sage Stewart.
Now batting number 19, Sage Stewart.
Sage takes low for ball 1. Bell is working quickly on the mound. Swinging a foul ball for Sage Stewart, evens the count, 1 ball and 1 strike. Sage settles in as Bell delivers. Swinging a dead ball off of Stewart for a 1 ball, 2 strike count, as Bell gets ahead. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. Bulldogs have a runner on third. High and outside for ball 2, evens the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, runner on third. The Emery Spartans are leading 8-6 over the Gunnison Bulldogs. Swing and a miss for the 2nd strikeout of the inning, which will take Ashton Bell to 4 strikeouts for the game. Taking us back to the top of the order, number 9, Kennedy Overly.
Back to the top of the lineup for the Lady Bulldogs, number 9, Kennedy Overly.
Kennedy doubled the last time she was up. Swinging it back to the pitcher, she fields it cleanly, and the 3rd out. So the Bulldogs get no runs on 1 hit, strand 1 runner. After 6 complete, it is the Emery Spartans 8 and the Gunnison Bulldogs 6.
turn the bat in the bottom of the fourth inning for Enterprise. From shortstop, number 4, Lacey Drake.
Leading off the top of the 7th inning for the Emery Spartans is number 4, Amber Peterson.
First up for the Emery Spartans, number 4, Amber Peterson.
Peterson takes low, ball 1. As Brackett has gone the distance with 4 strikeouts. Both pitchers have 4 strikeouts in the game. Top of the 7th inning. Called strike 1 as the high heat is brought by Emily Brackett. Evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Peterson digs in, and it hits the single to center field, and the ball gets by the center fielder as Peterson is going to second base on the single with the air. The Spartans have the leadoff runner on second base with no outs, bringing number 16, Jerica Huntington, to the plate. Jerica singled the last time up.
Now batting number 16, Jerica Huntington.
Huntington takes ball 1 just a little high from Brackett to start this at bat. Again, we're in the top of the 7th inning. The Emery Spartans up to bat. High for ball 2 to Huntington. Huntington is playing right field for the Spartans. As Brackett falls in a hole early in the 7th inning. High for ball 3. Look close to the top of the zone as she questions the umpire of where that pitch was. She's down 3-0 to Huntington. Strike 1 as a 3-1 count as Huntington was taking all the way. She's still ahead in the count. With no outs, a runner on second base. Huntington takes low and inside for ball 4, putting the first 2 hitters on base, first and second, no out for the Spartans as number 14, Carly Robinson, the designated player, comes up to bat. Back to the pitcher as she snap throws to third to get the lead runner. Robinson is safe on the fielder's choice at first. Brackett did a nice job fielding that ball to create the first out of the inning. The Spartans still have first and second base with 1 out.
Now up number 3, Jessica Mason.
As Jessica Mason steps in and hits a shot third base, she touches her bat for 1, throws across for a double play. Camry Christiansen with a nice play at third base for the Bulldogs to work out of that inning as the Spartans led off with a double and a walk, and the Bulldogs worked out of that inning. So after the top of the 7th, there were no runs on 1 hit, no one stranded, as the Bulldogs come to the bottom of the 7th, trailing 8-6.
Titans playing left field, number 8, Jessica Farnsworth.
First up for the Gunnison Bulldogs, number 3, Lindsay Bartholomew.
Lady Bulldogs come into the bottom of the 7th inning, trailing 8-6 with the Emery Spartans. To lead off the bottom of the 7th inning will be the number 2 batter, Lindsay Bartholomew. Ashton Bell has gone the distance for the Emery Spartans as she has 4 strikeouts through 6 innings. Ball inside. Bell gets set, rocks and fires. And it's a single up the middle for Lindsay Bartholomew.
Next up, pitcher number 44, Emery Brackett.
Bringing up number 44, Emily Brackett. Ashton Bell gets set. As it was a swinging bunt kind of between the pitcher and first base. They flip it over there, and the pitcher missed the base on the flip, making her safe. So the Bulldogs have first and second with no outs, bringing the cleanup hitter, number 16, Riley MacArthur.
Now up number 16, Riley MacArthur.
Riley has caught for the Bulldogs this game. MacArthur takes strike 1 as Bell paints the outside corner, getting ahead of the count. No balls and 1 strike. MacArthur takes low for ball 1, evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss on the inside half as Bell jams MacArthur for the second strike of the at-bat. MacArthur right back to the pitcher. She throws to first. The Bulldogs have second and third with 1 out, bringing number 13, Jerusha Minor, to the plate. The Bulldogs had similar situation in the last inning with a runner on third and failed to score.
13, Jerusha Minor.
Minor takes high and inside for ball 1. Minor takes low for ball 2 as she works ahead in the count. Bell is trying to move it around in the zone, and that was a little low. As Bell paints the inside corner for a called strike 1, Minor is still ahead in the count, 2 balls and 1 strike with 1 out. Minor with a foul down the first base line, evens the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. As Bell tries to pitch out of this jam. Bulldogs have second and third with one out. Miner at the plate. Miner with a foul ball that's out over the right side, out on the other field. Count still stays even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. As Ashton Bell's been battling here. Miner takes low and makes a full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes. As Miner hits back to the pitcher, the runner at third breaks halfway and then back, makes no play, and so the Bulldogs have bases loaded with 1 out, bringing number 2, Emery Christiansen, to the plate. As the Emery Spartans take time out, the bases are full, with the Bulldogs trailing 8-6, bottom of the 7th, 1 out.
Next up for the Lady Bulldogs, number 2, Emery Christiansen.
Emery Christiansen steps in. She plays third base for the Lady Bulldogs. As Ashton Bell tries to work, she's had 2 balls hit right back at her the last 2 batters. Hard shot between second or third and short. Emery Christiansen knocks in the tying run with a single to left field. So the Bulldogs have first and second with 1 out. They have tied the score in the bottom of the 7th inning with Emery Christiansen's single to left field. Bringing to the plate number 10, Riley Stewart.
Next up for the Gunnison Bulldogs, number 10, Riley Stewart.
As Riley digs in, the winning run is at second base with 1 out. In the bottom of the 7th, we are tied 8-8. Bunt foul down the third base line as Riley's trying to push that towards the third base. One strike to Riley. As she pushes it to third, comes up throwing, and she's safe. The ball gets away from the second baseman, and the winning run scores from second base on the bunt by Riley Stewart. Riley pushed it at the third baseman. The third baseman made a good play. The ball was wide as the second baseman was covering. It popped off her mitt, rolled towards second base. Miner scores from second base as the Bulldogs scored 3 runs in the bottom of the 7th to win 9-8 over the Emery Spartans. Great job to both teams. Both pitchers had 4 strikeouts in the game. The difference was a ball being put in play, trying to cover. It bounced away. The winning run scores. Congratulations to the Lady Bulldogs.
Congratulations, Gunnison. Great game between Gunnison Bulldogs and Emery Spartans. And congratulations on making it this far into state. Good luck on your season for next year. Gunnison, you will play tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock on Field 1. No,